Ko Anutako Ingwa He Migrant Workers Association or Aotearoa Takimahi. I am Khaloti from Migrant Workers Association. Yeah, you might be wondering why I am here today amongst my Filipino friends. I hail from India, but our struggles are connected. An injury to one is an injury to all. Injustice somewhere is injustice everywhere. So that's why I'm here, standing in solidarity with you and your struggles back home in the Philippines and here. At Migrant Workers Association, we've been fighting against exploitation of migrant workers for the last 15 years at least. And our paths have crossed many a time with Workers' First Union, with Migrante, with Unimeg, and many other unions and social justice activists and organizations. Philippines, now, what I have been hearing this evening is almost identical to what happens back home in my country in India. Because the fascist regime, the dictators work exactly in the same way, irrespective of which country they are trying to dictate and fight. But what also gives me hope is the youth and Gen Z. Back home in India, we've had recently quite a long struggle where tens of thousands of youth gathered in the capital city to protest corruption and leaking of a medical entrance national exam that is controlled by the government, and yet it leaked, meaning that many students had to resit. And this is not your working poor. These are the children of the very privileged families for whom it's the absolute end of the world if their child can't get into medical school. So that's something I think most of the working poor don't relate to. But what's heartening and what's really hopeful is that so many of that generation rose up, and there were many people on hunger strike for the almost last month, and finally a week ago there was enough pressure on the Indian government that they forced the education minister to resign.
Yes, power to the people!
And there's much more to do, so that they're just taking a short break to recharge, re-energize and pick up the fight again. The whole education system needs to be reformed, just like we've heard about the reforms that need to happen in the Philippines, so that it's the working people of the country who can benefit. Because it's the workers of this world who make the world go around, and they create the material wealth of this world. So today I stand in solidarity with all of you and all of your fellow people, citizens back in the Philippines, and I bring you solidarity from Gen Z back in my country in India, and the workers of my country, India, and the workers that we represent and advocate for here. So I'll leave it at that. It's getting cold and it's getting dark as well. So stay safe, stay strong. Kia kaha.
Inkilab Zindabad!
Inkilab Zindabad!
Inkilab Zindabad!
Inkilab Zindabad!
International solidarity! Long live international solidarity!
When I say